Anyway, I was talking to this fella in the street. I got drenched, I have to tell you, absolutely drenched. And I was waiting for the bus under the shelter, thanks be to God, and I told somebody to get up off the seat because I was an old man. Fortunately, I have the old goatee to prove it. And he wasn't too young himself, but he got up because that's the way of it. The thing was, I was telling this young fella that God must have been a CORKMAN. And he said, how do you make that out? Well, I said, you have to look at it logically when you think of it. If Garden of Eden was built and designed by God, as we're told, and I'm not going to dispute a word, not a word of that book. If the Garden of Eden was built by God and designed by God, it probably was either his front garden or his back garden. And when you think of it, gardens need lots of rain to prosper. And the Garden of Eden was such a fantastic garden. Indeed, at the time, it was the only garden. God must have been an Irishman, or worse, a CORKMAN, living in Cork. Because why else would it rain so much here? It never stops, even when it's not raining. It's bloody raining in Cork. Now, don't take my word for it, but if you analyze it in a logical fashion, you'd have to have the rains to have the fantastic garden that you'd want to write about. There's a magnificent garden in Tiznit, south of Agadir in Morocco. And I tell everybody the King of Spain is crying because he doesn't have that garden in Tiznit in the south of Morocco. So, because Cork is such a green, prosperous, wonderful county that creates so much food produce and high quality food here, it must have been the Garden of Ireland. Even though they'll tell you Wicklow is, but that's only because there's lots more flowers. And flowers don't make a garden. No. The thing is, God must have been a CORKMAN. And of course, to this very day, the Corkonians, that's the people of the city of Cork, will tell you that Cork is the real capital of Ireland. And as I say, Ireland is the real capital of the world. Ergo, God was a CORKMAN. Now, if you can be any more logical than that, please tell me all about it. No religious sentiments, please.